just got out of the shower and Spirit was like, put this message out now. Please, thank you. So here we are. The main things that I was receiving when I was in there, I kept hearing slow and steady wins the race, right? And I kept seeing a white rabbit. I do feel like that white rabbit is like kind of associated with Alice in Wonderland, right? Because I was I was also hearing, I'm late. And then I just went on this whole tangent in the shower singing all of these things. And then I was like, oh, very merry on birthdays. I haven't watched that in so long. Anyway, okay. Bring it back together. Spirit. What else? There was something else I was going to bring. Oh, okay. They also showed me, yeah. So with it being slow and steady, right? They were also showing me that like, if you set an oven to 350, right? And you're cooking something for 4 hours, it's going to come out and it's going to be delicious, right? It's going to be tender and juicy and all the things and exactly what you want, right? You could take that same piece of meat, whatever it is that you're putting in the oven to cook, right? You could put it in there at 500 and something degrees and you could put it in there for 30 minutes to an hour, right? It's going to be quicker. Absolutely. You're definitely going to get it faster than you would the latter, right? But wait, is the latter the first thing or the second? I don't know if I use that phrase right. I don't give a fuck. Anyway, the point is, if you put something in at a higher temperature for a shorter amount of time, it's going to burn. It's going to burn. And probably the inside isn't even going to be cooked, right? Like the outside is going to be burnt and the inside just going to be nasty. Like if we're trying to work on ourselves, right? If we're trying to ascend, if we're trying to raise our frequency, all of those things, we don't need to be in a rush to do it. We don't need to be in a rush. Slow and steady wins the race. Why are we rushing? Why are we rushing? We came here to enjoy the human experience and all of the horrible, disgusting things that it can sometimes entail. King of Cups and the Eight of Swords coming out in reverse. You really are like, I am seeing you sitting on a throne in such confidence, okay? Like, and there is just this sense of finally breaking out of the chains. But what they're showing me is behind this throne that you're on, it was a long path, right? It was long. It took you a while to get there. But they're also showing me how fucking beautiful the path was. Like, don't try to rush through it to where you get to the point of missing all the magic and the beauty on the way, right? There's so much that we experience on the journey before we get to the end or where we think we're supposed to go, right? What else do you have here, Spirit? The Nine of Wands coming out in reverse. The Two of Wands. Yeah, I feel like you, if not have recently made a decision, I feel like there's a decision that you're in the process of trying to make. And I don't feel like you're very confident in it at all. I feel like there's a big sense of confusion with what it is that you want to do. I feel like it's giving me a sense of like you're not seeing the good is what I'm hearing. You're not seeing the good. You're seeing the bad. You're being very pessimistic, right? Like you're seeing opportunities and you're seeing like timelines, if you will, but you're only focusing on like the bad outcomes or the way that things don't work out for you. And it's like, why are we focusing on that? We shouldn't be focusing on that. We should be focusing on our active manifestations, right? The positive ones, the things that we're looking to have, right? The healing, the renewal, the hope really is what I'm hearing. Like words. There's so much energy flowing through me right now. There's so much creativity and like just happiness and joy that wants to come out of you. It really truly does. Like, I don't know why you're holding yourself back from like showing who you are. I'm hearing music. I'm hearing like classical music. And this is not to say that like you necessarily listen to classical music. Like maybe it could be that you play some sort of instrument. I don't know. I don't know where this is coming. It could just be music in general, right? Take it as it resonates. This is a big collective. You connect to yourself through music. And there's a part of you that has been wanting to express itself in a new way through music. Again, whether that's singing, songwriting, learning to play an instrument, chanting, whatever, right? Like there's some fragment of you that is ready to come back home is what I'm hearing. The Fool. Woo! And the Devil. You're so scared to take that leap, and Judgment coming out upside down. It's time to wake the fuck up, okay? Stop being scared. There's nothing to be scared of. There's nothing to be scared of in this awakening process. There's really not. There's really not. I promise you. I promise you. You're going to get to this level in your awakening journey where you look back on all the things that you were scared of, all of these demons, right? And you're just going to laugh. And you're just going to be like, what the for real? For real? Not only did I freak myself out or scare myself that much, but I also made things so damn complicated. Tisk tisk. The Knight of Pentacles. The Seven of Swords. The King of Wands coming in upside down. I don't want to waste the time. 1 second. There it is. You put a lot of work in on yourself. You really have. I know that sometimes it looks like and it feels like you haven't shifted a lot or changed a lot, or maybe there's more that you want to do, or you feel like you should be on a different level, but you've put in so much work and you've healed so much. I feel a few, to be fair. Confirmation, excuse me. I feel 2 or 3 old energies, right, that are wanting to resurface. One of these does feel romantic. It feels like an old relationship, right? The other one just kind of feels like a friendship. But there's a sense, honestly, what I'm kind of feeling like is like your light is shining brighter, and it's like they're attracted to that. They're like drawn to you more, wanting to come back around, wanting to come more into your orbit because of that. But at the same time, they haven't done any of the inner work that you've done. And I do feel like these energies are going to be very draining for you. I feel like Spirit just wants you to kind of be aware of this, because I do feel like these are some energies that might be popping back into your orbit soon, wanting to have like communication. Yeah, I'm getting feeling not good enough, especially with this romantic relationship. This feels like someone who's always kind of been able to like charm you, if you will. A belief that others are the only source of love. This feels like someone who could charm you to an extent, and it does feel like they're going to come in like with this sense of like almost too good to be true. Maybe like they've changed, maybe like they've worked on themselves too, maybe they've started to awaken too. I do feel this sense of like trying to bond with you. Lack mentality. But it's going to be a front. It's going to be a front. They haven't done the inner work. They're very much spiritually bypassing. They don't want to sit with their feelings and emotions. They don't want to do the shadow work. And as we know, if you don't put in the work, like you can't reap the rewards, if you will. A lack of forgiveness. Yeah, just a heads up, fair warning right there. I do feel a few energies that might be trying to make their way back into your life, and just kind of take it with a grain of salt, right? Assess it, feel out the energy, see how it is that you feel, check in with source, check in with your guides, and see how you feel about that communication. Obviously, we're not here to tell nobody what to do. You're going to do with that information what you want. Let me see if Spirit has anything else, because we are here running out of time. 838 on the timer. 4 of Swords, rest, and self-care, especially with this deck, right? Self-care for sure. You need to be taking care of yourself during this time. There's a lot that we're working through and processing through, and it's important to pay attention to what it is that your body needs, right? King of Swords, you really are seeing things clearly. You really are seeing things clearly. You're questioning yourself on that too. I don't know where that's coming from. I don't know why you're questioning so hard. Maybe it's because you've truly unlocked and uncovered so much that like you're just still kind of mind blown. Like you just question. Look past what you feel are your incapabilities. Instead, focus on everything that you have achieved so far. It's okay to acknowledge your weaknesses, but keep in mind that they don't define you. Your strength and your beautiful soul are clear for all to see. And the other one says, if your mindset is fixed, try to free yourself from that and rise above it. Don't place limitations on what you think that you can achieve. Don't stand in your own way. Allow yourself to flourish in all ways and welcome abundance in all forms into your life. I do hope that helped. If you want to dive deeper, hit me up, go to my website, send me a message, whatever the case may be. I love you.